Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Frozen Frontier. Sorry about the brief technical issue. Here you are. You're in the cave.
So I think we want to do, what, 3 or 4 days of waiting by the cave entrance with our cloaks on, and then at night we'll...
I could do up to 7 to get full HP, but we can just take it day by day and see.
If we wait too long, though, the dragon will have maybe healed up, and then we're in the same position we were in before.
Presumably it heals the same rate we do. Otherwise, DM hacks. Or magic. Or something.
Yeah, but do you remember Sleet healed up to full, basically, by the time the second time we fought it? Alright, it was a lot longer than a few days, but...
Yeah, you're right.
We can wait a few, though. I'm sure it's going to come back. It's going to be, like, jealous of its treasure. I think. So I think what we should do is we should both flank the entrance during the day, and then at night we'll make a small fire and alternate being at the fire. Hopefully it won't see the smoke in the nighttime.
Or maybe we want to lure it back. What if we burn all of its books?
I feel like it's more likely to come back if it thinks we're not here.
Think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's scared, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, either way, I think we can't. What if we set up the tent and didn't light a fire?
Oh yeah, would that be enough to keep us warm?
There. What's the cold reduction from the tent? Oh wait, cave house is reduction of 3. So at night we're all...
Yeah.
Cave is okay. So cave wouldn't stack with a tent. Building a tent in the cave doesn't do us any good.
Right.
But
so in the cave on a calm day, I guess you will just slowly regain warmth as long as you're still moving around and doing stuff. I think if you're just sitting still, you always get cold if you're sitting still. And
what is this bullshit? You can't just like make all these new rules on the fly.
I'm not making new rules on the fly. You can totally, you'll regain warmth in the cave if you're semi-active. It'll be fine. We always assume that you're active as you're traveling long distances across the terrain.
Yeah. But when we're recovering at night,
you're inside and you've got a fire normally, and it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
All right. Well.
We only light the fire at night, though.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
All right.
I'm saying we may not even need to light a fire. If
well, it sounds like
if it stays calm, we don't need to light a fire. If it gets light, it might get colder.
Does my sword give off smoke?
Nope. Smokeless fire.
Heat?
Yes.
Maybe the sword would be enough to keep us warm. Although I kind of need that if the dragon turns up.
Just gonna hold the sword in front of you all night.
I mean,
you can. I'm not saying you can't. It's just
we talked about that. I mean, remember, but as soon as you fall asleep, remember it like rolls out of your hand and goes out.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's build the fire in the evening time. Let's wait during the day, though.
Scanning the horizon from the ledge.
With the.
Can we see any sign of a volcano? Yeah, with the spyglass.
Looking for like light glinting off like a crystal covering of the volcano, because we saw the covering in the last one. It was like shiny crystal, right?
I think
from the inside.
Yeah, you saw it from the inside. I don't know if it would have been visible from the outside. It might have looked like anything else. And if it's not producing heat, then it would have been snow covered from the outside.
Yeah.
So it's unlikely that you'll be able to spot a volcano just by looking around.
Also,
right? None of you have a geology proficiency.
No.
Yeah.
There's not even a geology proficiency. I don't think.
None of you have even seen a volcano before this last one that you've seen. So you're, I think, at this point, you don't really have a way of finding the volcano unless you're already on it or something. Who knows?
Take some time looking around this lair. There's no tunnels or anything deeper into the mountain, right?
Nope. It looks like a nice nest on the top of the mountain. Perfect for a dragon.
All right, one thing at a time, Grabs. Let's kill this dragon first, and then we can look for the volcano. So we wait, Neal, a few days?
Yes. All right. 3 days pass. No sign of the dragon.
Do we gain 3 HP?
You gain 2 HP.
Can we jumpstart? So we applied the poultice the first day. Does that not like immediately start natural healing?
I'll take that. Sure, you gain 3 HP. I like that
feel
logic.
Yeah. Okay.
Should we give it another couple of days?
Or we can start scouting around looking for the volcano. What do we think?
Hang on, I'm just calculating the firewood situation. So we've done 3 days, right? So take 24 off. I say give it another 2 days.
Okay.
Then we'll leave.
All right, 2 more days pass. You are now on the first day of October. 1511? 1512? What year are we in? 1511.
Well, looks like we scared it off for good. Can I write assorted gems and platinum on the portable map,
Yes,
please?
you may.
Good. Alright, Grimes, let's go and... I guess it's not coming back.
Should we try and find the other dragon lair, or should we look for the volcano?
So if you look on the map, you can see where I've marked Gale's lair.
Yeah.
So it would be worth going to that. I think we'd be better off going on ground, wouldn't we? Skiing over there.
I don't think so. Maybe.
Well, that way we could
That's-
check out the King's Tomb as well.
Sure. Yeah. Was that the King's Tomb was the one with the giant
Yeah, the flaming sphere.
flaming orb? You want to go have a look at that with the
Gem of Seeing. But I would like to find this volcano first. Assuming there's going to be a passage into the mountains from the ground.
maybe on the way out we can spiral around and see if we can find a volcano.
Yeah, if we circle around this area here, maybe we can find something.
I wonder if the entrance is on the other side of the mountain.
Well, yeah, could be.
Well,
What do you think? Should we try and climb over to the other side?
That's what I was weighing. We are where William's token is, right?
Correct.
So it's quite a ways to the other side of the mountain. Almost as long as it is to Gale. That's like more than a week to get over to here.
More than a week, yeah. There's almost, we've got so much treasure. Do we really, if we're not finding the volcano, do we really want to go to Gale's lair? I mean, I suppose that could be.
Out of completeness, we killed the dragon. Might as well raid its lair.
Yeah. I think we should head down to the side that we know, the inside of the horseshoe.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's go.
So, okay. All right. Moving. What's the weather like today?
Today is the first day of October. It is moderate.
Moderate. Mountains. Yikes. That's like barely any progress.
Watch the dragon turn back up when we're exposed.
So does a negative
I
result
think
in no progress?
Yeah. I think you go to head out the cave and the winds are whipping and you're just like, you know what?
I think we don't even start, right?
It's not even worth going out.
I'm like, it's not safe enough to even climb out of this cave, so we
Yeah.
just rest another day.
Yeah.
All right, another day.
Okay.
Just got the food, 229 and 108. I would, no, 102. Heal another HP.
Yep.
All right.
And how is the weather the next day?
It's a blizzard! Yay!
Awesome.
In fact, it will blizzard for 3 more days. Good thing you didn't head out.
Yeah.
All right, so that's 12 for food.
So you're sitting in this cave for a week now It's a nice big cave, so you got plenty of room to room, but at the same time, it's only this like 300 by 300 area for a solid week with the upper half of Amelie's body. It's
she's stacked under stones.
You've made a cairn for her?
What's that?
You've made a cairn for her?
Yes, exactly.
The dragon doesn't turn up, Neal.
Not yet, it hasn't.
That's a cowardly piece of shit.
So, yeah, I'm fully healed. There is William.
Yep.
Okay, so what are we doing with this downtime?
I don't know.
I think we keep our swords sharp.
Yeah, well, Grimes, I have
train.
a question for you. William still seems to think you guys are getting off this island and you're going to go home with all your treasure and all your glory and everything's going to be fine. Does Grimes have hope?
I think with Amelie, his last hope has been lost and he's kind of numb and he's pretty much just out for vengeance. Murder every last Scrag, slay these dragons. But even more so than William, I mean, Grimes is the one compulsively still collecting treasure and evaluating loot. I don't think that has really...
That's sort of just like his default state and won't turn off.
Yeah,
Grimes isn't saying the prayers that I taught you in the morning.
No. I think Grimes has stopped praying. Yeah. I don't know that he ever prayed much.
He did.
He would occasionally, ask for, Mother have mercy.
Grimes started off
But,
this
like-
campaign as the person with the most faith and the most connection, and now William has picked up the torch of fighting this holy war for Bellum, and Grimes is sort of like falling off the wayside.
Well, seeing Amelie fall to her death, I think Grimes has concluded that there are no gods here.
We've seen evidence of the gods.
They've abandoned this continent. Yes, there are no gods here save vengeance and war.
Well, yeah, that's probably right.
There will be no mercy for the weak. So I keep my blades sharp. Do you need to sharpen magic items? Is that a
No.
thing that you can do?
You probably need to hone them from time to time.
Yeah. So they do you do maintain them like an ordinary blade.
I think so.
Okay.
All right, Neal. After a couple of days of waiting for the dragon, I get bored and I start spending the days with the Gem of Seeing, looking at all of the magic items and all of the lair. You want to go around it and just look for secrets. Oh, and see if I can discern anything about the potions or the magic items by looking at it through this thing.
Okay. So the Gem of True Seeing will reveal what is actually and truthfully there. It'll bypass illusions, bypass hiding, bypass all of that jazz.
Let you see partially into the ethereal plane if you know to look for it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So why don't you give me a perception check?
Oh, goody. Spending days though, Neal. 2 or 3 days. With it.
All right, give me a perception check each day that you spend looking at the treasure. Although now we're getting a little metagaming because he's going to keep checking until he finds it, but it's fine.
There you go.
It's fine.
Great, third day.
I guess you are in the cave for a week, so
Yeah.
You notice there is when you get right up to the talons and look at them nice and closely. There is the ethereal form, like a phantom hawk, like attached to the talons.
Well, that is certainly something, but I'm not sure. I try and command it. I like put the talons on my wrist and then like say fly.
Yeah, nothing happens.
What else do hawks do? Send a message. Send a message back home. No. I try and interact with it. Does my hand just go through it?
Yeah, it's not there. It doesn't really perceive you. It doesn't really interact with you. It doesn't really do anything. It's just sort of a phantom hawk.
All right, so I've got my wrist. I've got the talons. Yeah. So
Do you bring
I'm
this to my
looking through the
attention?
thing. I say, Grimes, come over here. Can I use that dagger of yours for a second?
Yeah. So I unsheathe the dagger first, hand it to him. Does going ethereal reveal the hawk to me?
No, you're only slightly ethereal, not enough to see things in the ethereal plane.
Okay. So I hand it to him.
With the dagger, I try and like put the flat of the blade against the hawk.
The hawk disappears. Vanishes.
You kill it.
What? The flat of the blade?
Yeah, it vanishes.
Okay.
Did you break it?
I don't know what I did. Here, have your dagger back. Does it come back?
No.
No.
Broke it.
I don't know what it is, Grimes. I didn't see anything anyway. Here, maybe you should have a look with this thing. I give him the gem.
I don't see anything. There's no hawk, right?
There's no hawk.
There's like a one hit die familiar or something like that, and you just like, or one hit point familiar, and you just kill it.
There is no way touching something with a flat of a blade does damage, so.
But these blades specifically reach into the ethereal and.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't stab it.
Whatever. I don't see anything. Am I keeping the gem, or you just wanted me to have a look?
No, yeah, you can keep it.
Okay. Gem of True Seeing? Sure.
It's better off with you.
Okay. So, days have passed. You guys are ready to adventure. We are...
Yeah. I will have... If it sounds like William didn't want to do much sparring, so I will have spent as much of the days as my boredom can allow going through the books.
You can't read.
Going through the books with the ring, and yeah, as far as my boredom will allow, playing...
At some point, seeing you do this with the ring, I say, Grimes, what are you doing? You can't read.
Fuck off, William. I think I'd pick up the bundle of books in my arms and walk to the other side of the cave. Continue trying to teach myself how to read.
Can I follow you over? What are you doing? What?
I'm reading.
You know, you don't need to look through the ring to read.
It helps focus or something. Something Yaramir used to do.
What, it's magic? Alright, well, I can read. I'll leave you to it. You seem annoyed. The gal wasn't my fault, I think to myself.
This is all William's fault. Grimes thinks to himself.
Hey, no one forced you to break into the tower.
Captain of a sinking ship. Well, no, not his fate. The whole expedition.
Yeah. Well,
all these books are in Caledonian, Neal?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
none of them are in Scrag.
How would... no.
You said that the lettering was totally different.
Totally different, right. There are none of these in Scrag.
Okay.
Alright. So, however many days later we leave.
Days later. October 5th, 1511. The party sets out one more time. Where are you
What's
going?
the weather?
It is light. Storm has blown itself out.
D4 for movement.
Which way are you heading?
1 mile. We're meandering back the way we came.
Okay.
Maybe taking a slightly different route, making slower progress, but trying to catch a different, scout out different areas, see if we can spot any sign of a volcano, any mountains that look different. Perhaps flat at the top. I don't know what the last volcano looked like.
I wonder if using the Gem of Seeing with the telescope may indicate the magic covering the volcano.
Can the Gem of Seeing be combined with the telescope? It could, right? If you put the gem...
Certainly.
I can't remember. One side or the other lets you...
Yeah. We're trying that over the week we're up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you put the gem on the far side of the telescope, it'll function. If you put it on the near side, it negates anything from the telescope. Thus it reveals the truth. So the telescope is sort of illusionary.
Yeah.
You know?
In investigating these books, did any of them seem more valuable than the books we have? Like, are any of them particularly ornate or...
Probably. You can take a look at those books and scrolls and compare what's in the portable hole and measure them up and take a look at them.
Yeah, I've got what I perceive to be the most valuable books stashed in the hole.
And this is something that, after Grimes shooed you off, you don't try and interact with any of this stuff, William, right? You're just leaving Grimes to his business.
Yeah, he seems to want to be trying to learn to read. I mean, I'd help him learn to read, but...
Can't read Caledonian.
No, I can't.
All right. The next day is also light.
Neal, we're looking for the the magical covering of the volcano using the telescope and the gem of seeing.
Yeah,
It's gonna
there
work.
ain't nothing. No.
It's-
No.
That should have worked.
So
perhaps.
then there's no volcano in sight. It could be deeper into the mountains, but I think at this point, let's get back to the woods, replenish our firewood supply,
Yeah.
and check out the other dragon cave.
Yes, I misspoke. The next day is calm, not light.
Oh, so I'll go ahead and roll that d6. 3 miles should get us most of the way back, I think.
Yes, I think you end the night, maybe not at the peak, but just below the peak. That on the other side would be the final stretch of your journey. But the shelter on this side of the peak is a little bit better, so that's where you stay.
So camp in the mountains one last time.
Last time in the mountains. Yes. Still no sign of any dragons anywhere. It's nice and quiet in Caledonia. Next
So that was
day.
one more day. Food.
The next day is another light day, Saturday the 7th.
All right, I refill
Another
our firewood.
calm day?
There's no firewood here.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Yeah,
there
not
is
yet.
like.
Tomorrow there'll be firewood, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
It's a light day, if you can make it off the mountain.
So I'm still rolling mountain
Yep.
movement.
Yep.
Okay. 1
Perfect.
mile.
That's what you
gets
needed.
us to the forest.
That is the last bit of treacherous way that you go. You end up in the forest that evening.
Refill the firewood.
You
Look
can
for food.
refill the firewood.
There's been no sign of dragons in these last couple days of travel.
No, it's been quiet. Been quiet everywhere.
All right. I think we need to do tomorrow a full lap of all of this and look for entrances into the mountains.
Hmm. Oh, over there was the giant's graveyard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's see what that is. Maybe that's connected to the entrance. Let's head over there first. Would you rather do that than the King's Tomb and the other dragon cave?
I think we should at least
I guess it could also be.
look for the entrance to this volcano before moving on. So yeah.
William,
Yeah.
did you get a skiing proficiency?
Yes.
Okay. Wonderful. The next day is moderate, which is why I asked if you have the proficiency, because you need it to ski in moderate weather.
Okay.
4d10 plus 4.
R 4d10 plus 4. 28 miles. So
You can make it here.
oh, perfect. That's where we wanted to go.
All right. I'm checking the mountains for entrances, Neil. There's no caves.
There's no caves, but you do see an area that looks unnaturally worn. Like people, like giants, have crossed it many times, and it's sort of like torn down the mountainside a little bit. There's a canyon that gets kind of steep and then shallows out really quickly. That's the torn area. It looks like up this canyon and beyond is probably the graveyard itself. You'll be able to explore it the next day.
All right. He did say the volcano was by the giant's graveyard, didn't he?
It was that same direction. I don't know. Yeah, let's explore tomorrow.
Okay. Another
Okay.
day's food.
You
Yeah,
wake
so-
up in the middle of an ice storm. The winds are howling. The tent constantly is being pushed in. You can feel it getting weighed down. You have to break the ice from the inside every now and then to keep it off.
An ice storm, not a blizzard.
Not a blizzard, an ice storm.
We probably won't have zero interest in moving in this.
Absolutely none.
With
yeah.
the
Ice storm isn't
fire-
even listed for movement. It is,
Okay.
fucked. It's a 5 cold points an hour from the ice storm.
So
we keep
does a
quiet.
regular fire plus a full tent is enough to keep it at bay, right?
Yes. Tent and fire will prevent you from gaining or losing anything.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll have regained a few cold points that night while you slept, and then somewhere in the middle of the night it changes. And so you're going to be at lower than regular cold points whenever the ice storm dies out. But then you'll have the rest of the night that night, so you'll probably be fine by the time it's done. But if something happens during the ice storm, you guys are low on cold, on warmth.
Are we? So we're a lot closer now because we're staying in the tents rather than that big cave. Grimes, are you still reading all these books during this ice storm?
No, no. That was just
a
to pass the time.
4-day storm.
Oh, it's 4 days?
It's a 4-day ice storm. Yeah.
It never dies down to a blizzard. It's always nice.
It's howling winds that slowly get softer and softer, and that's when you know you got to break the ice off the tent. You can tell by the howling winds how structurally sound your building is.
Wow.
Okay, well maybe eventually we will need to turn to the books for entertainment.
I think you guys turn to the books for entertainment.
So at some point, I'll ask if I can have a look through the ring.
I shrug and show him what I was doing, tracing the ring over each rune in turn.
Looks like garbage, William. It doesn't change anything. You're just looking through a ring. Grimes is even crazier than you thought.
Doesn't do anything, Grimes.
I snatch up the ring and give you a dirty look. Come on, you can't read these, but you can read the. Do we have any Eridonian books or any of Yarmir's?
You don't have any Eridonian books, but I think between the two of you've had a couple weeks now.
Yeah, I was like, I know you don't speak Caledonian, but this is the same alphabet, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what is this? What is this letter? Right, maybe thinking that having William, teach me some of the.
Yeah, I'll help. I'll help
decipher the books.
I've never been much of a reader, more of a fighter, but I can read. I'll help.
All right, William, give me an intelligence check to pronounce Caledonian correctly, even if it's got the same alphabet.
Oh yeah, this was the plan.
Because if I were to try and read French, it wouldn't sound right.
No. 5 days though.
I feel like maybe botching it on the first go, it just means we're mispronouncing it and misunderstanding everything.
Yeah, probably. It's unfortunate. Yeah, yet another wonderful use for your other teammates. I think you're feeling their loss pretty heavily now, or you should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't need to read to slay a dragon.
Nope. As you go through these books, you will come across a book written in Caledonian that has lots of pictures of potions, and probably with descriptions of them and what they do and everything. But I don't think you guys can decipher it. I think it's lost to you.
Can we? Yeah.
Make a note of that page, though. I'm going to give that another go, though.
I mean, it's a whole book. Remember, Yarmir picked up
any of the pictures with any of the potions we have.
They're in black and white, unfortunately. Yeah, they're just like ink drawn. Mm-hmm. And your potions are, most of the details about your potions have to do with like the viscous or fluidness of your potion, plus the colors. Maybe like bubbles or frothing you might be able to pull out from the images, but not the other qualities.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, there's no rechecking this over the 5 days.
Nope. I think this is one of those things that your teammates were doing, and now that they're gone, it's lost to you. They had valuable skills that cannot be replaced. Except, with the failed check. So, 4 days later, it's a calm day in Caledonia. A nice, calm day. The storms have blown out.
Do we need to roll a movement, or can we just...
Nah, you can just walk on up.
Into the giant's graveyard.
Yeah. This is way too cheery of music. Hold on. There we go. You head up the canyon on foot, and it comes to a rise and then drops off sharply, and to what initially just looks like a snow-covered bowl, but then your keen eyes pick out, that's not snow, that's bone. That's bone over there too. And it looks like this is a place where giants have been laid to rest. Interestingly, the giants are bone in here and not just frozen corpses.
I think we walk through the graves.
Yeah.
Or are they just left? Are they just skeletons?
They're snow-covered skeletons now, so you kind of walk on the snow until you come to something, but if you dig down underneath where you're standing, you're going to hit bones as well.
No, I don't think we dig. Are the skeletons like seated, standing?
They're laying down,
laying
mostly.
Down. Mm-hmm.
Try the gem tribes.
Right, sure. I pull out the Gem of True Seeing and look about.
There are no illusions or hidden things here.
Or giant ghosts.
No giant ghosts.
Is there any mausoleums or anything like that?
No, they're just bodies thrown into a pit. Think elephant graveyard from The Lion King.
How many giants are interred here?
They're all covered with snow in each other's bones, so there's no way to tell. You know, it could
Perhaps a
be
gauge
one layer,
check.
or it could be like 30 layers of giants deep. Yep.
So we're walking on their bones.
You're walking on their bones, and walking on the
Morbid.
snow that covers their bones. And
Morbid realization strikes me. So I think we walk to the end to see if like it leads up into the mountains or
yeah.
Yeah.
Can I get
cave
a
entrance.
perception check, please?
Not sure what this is for, but I could potentially have advantage for the spyglass, but I think just my keen eyes ought to be enough.
What? Why is this not showing up on my list? There we go. What did you roll? 11? Okay.
I rolled a 29.
29. Oh, 11 is Williams. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so Grimes, as you're standing on these bones, scouting out the area around you, you see a flying creature, much, much smaller than a dragon and in a very different shape. It almost looks like an absurdly large butterfly, like 30 feet across or something.
William, I like point to the sky. I think at this point I pull out the spyglass and try and get a closer look.
Make me a saving throw versus spell at -2.
Saving throw versus spell.
Yep.
My spell save is 13. So RD20 plus 15, including the penalty. Pass.
Wonderful. Okay. You find yourself sort of transfixed on this moth or butterfly-like thing for a little while, and then you can feel something sort of clouding your mind and taking over it. You shake it off before it fully grips you.
Oh, don't stare, William. It's enchanted.
I can barely see it anyway.
Was I able to get a closer look, or did I like turn this past save? Was like me turning away before I?
No,
could...
it's got silver and blue patterns on its translucent wings. Other than that, it's kind of a silvery white color to it. It looks like your closer look makes it look more like a giant moth than a butterfly. It's a little bit fuzzy everywhere.
Where is it going?
It's just kind of fluttering above you guys.
How far above?
A couple 100 feet.
I guess I shout up. Hello there!
Hello there! Hello there! Hello there!
My voice echoing in the graveyard.
Yeah, because it's a natural bowl shape, so it kind of echoes about and rises.
What language does he say that in?
Common.
Oh, okay.
Dracissian. Yeah.
Should I shoot it?
I'm not really sure what it is. Probably best not to.
Does it just circle above us, or coming for a landing?
It flaps around for a little while, kind of fluttering, and slowly makes its way out of the canyon over towards the open fields, everything. Yeah.
Strange. So we head to the back of the graveyard.
Yeah.
All right.
Is there anything at the end? Like, does this canyon lead up the mountain, or is it just a enclosed bowl?
You explore the area. It's just an enclosed bowl. It's just a graveyard.
Let's finish exploring this little thing, looking for entrances, and then I think we should go back to the giants. They seem to know where the volcano was. We could just perhaps ask them to take us there. We will be right by them by the time we finish looking.
Why would we? Shouldn't we head west? back to the tomb, to the other dragon's cave?
I think we need to try and find the volcano while we're here.
I think we've already pushed our luck with the giant's hospitality. If they find out that we're looking for these volcanoes and uncover our true intentions, I don't think they would stay alive with us for long.
Perhaps you're right. All right then, so let's just finish going around this Browns line here, and then we'll head over to the...
Oh, you know what we should have done? We should lay Amelie to rest here.
Well,
It's been done.
it's late for that. Let's say you spend maybe 3 hours doing all of this, so you still have most of the day to travel. Give me skiing on a light day.
Through forest, mostly?
Yeah, it looks like you're probably going through forest mostly.
66 plus 10.
Such movement.
29 miles. So we're hugging the mountain. I think we should, if we want to hug the mountain, I think we should do that route.
No, I'm sorry, it's a calm day. It should be 3d6 plus 21.
Yes. I just re-roll it all.
Yeah.
Take the first 3. That's
that
36 plus
right?
21. Yeah, 28. Same thing.
Yeah.
That doesn't seem right, though.
No, that doesn't seem right.
It's a higher average, but it's not. Were you thinking maybe that the forest provides cover? This is supposed to be 3d6 plus 10. Are they switched? Should it be 60? I have no idea what you were thinking.
It's 31.
And the moderate condition can get almost as high as the light.
Yeah, well, that's, if the wind is at your back the entire way, the moderate winds will help you move forward. I think this calm one is a little bit low. This maybe should be plus 31. That might be what it was supposed to be. So we'll just add another 10 miles to what you rolled. So, 38. Okay. You ski towards the giants, right?
I don't think so.
Oh, you're going the other direction.
I thought we were going the other.
My mistake.
Look,
So-
I'd like to just check that there's no obvious entrances, at least in this little bit here. So if we have to go like 4 miles out of our way to just check that there's
It's
no...
not 4. It's like 10 or 20, depending on how far you want to go. But sure.
I'd rather just do it while we're here.
So you guys go to the giants then.
No, not to the... Fine,
No.
we can just go to this corner here.
This corner. All right. You ski to this corner over here. Make me perception checks, party members.
With advantage or for grabs?
If whoever's got the spyglass gets advantage.
No.
Yeah. 27.
Okay. Nope, nothing. No sign of anything. No sign of
Alright.
entrances, volcanoes.
So now we can circle back around to where we've exited the mountains and just go around this last little bit here.
Okay, what was that?
To here?
Yeah, so you can probably end up back here by the end of the day with all the movement through the graveyard and then out and back. That's
Yeah,
probably where you
another day
end.
of food gone.
Next
Refill
day.
the firewood.
The next day is moderate.
Moderate through forest. 40, 10 plus 4.
Yes.
31 miles.
Right. 31 miles it is. This is Saturday the 14th. I hope
Yep.
you've been tracking food and everything.
I am. We're still doing all right. Now we're only using £4 a day. We're...
It's a little bit better.
Yeah.
Yep.
How is this better?
Well, still no sight of anything.
All right. I think that once we get to this little point here, then maybe we should climb the mountain rather than go all the way around. What do you think? Might get a view there of Gale's Lair.
Yeah, probably. And it would take about the same amount of time, I think.
Yeah.
Probably 2 days, I would guess, to cross the mountain.
So let me ask you, if you think Gale's lair is over here, what is this?
Squall's lair.
Okay. Cool. So next day is moderate. You'll definitely make it. Yeah.
25 miles.
So you can use 14 to get here.
And then we get a half day of moderate mountain climbing.
Yep. Roll me
Which probably
mountain
doesn't
climbing.
get us anything. I think our best, well, I guess I'll roll it. D4 minus 2 divided by 2. So we get a mile in. We get started.
I'm just going to delete this.
We don't see any sign of caves or mountain passes.
Do we get a perception check for that day?
Sure.
26.
The way you say that makes me think there's nothing to be seen.
Yep.
You guys know me so well. 26 and a 30. So Grimes, you're scanning the mountains for entrances and everything. When you see the snow begin to move and slither in your direction.
Oh. Shouldn't have looked. The elemental would never have come if we didn't roll that perception check.
That's,
Yeah, well, I see it too,
It's
right?
one of those ice elementals.
no, you don't see it until Grimes points it out to you.
Point me to it.
I point to it with a crossbow bolt.
All right.
You rolled a hit.
No. Well, 11. I hit the snow.
Hits. Nope, you hit it. It has AC 8.
Seriously?
Yes.
I just needed 2.
It's a flat piece of... It's just a flat area on the ground.
Only 5 points of damage.
That's all right.
I
This
throw my
is a
spear at it.
magical bolt, right?
Yeah, the ethereal
Okay.
bolt.
All right, your
The
bolt will
magical
hit
arrow.
it. But like the previous oozes you fought before, they're so thin, piercing weapons really only do 1 point of damage to them.
Even the ethereal thing?
Yeah.
How far away was it, Neal?
Let me get its HP down right. That's maybe 100 yards from you.
All right, I'll run half my movement and then throw the spear at it.
Give me a con check while you run through the snow. You can
I've
do
got
it
the
really
magic boots.
Oh, you've got magic
Yeah.
boots. Yeah, you're totally fine. Hurl your spear.
11.
That's a hit, and you teleport directly to it.
And I do.
You do
a
1
spear's-
point of damage to it.
2d4.
No.
Piercing
what,
weapons do 1 point of damage to this ooze.
Plus
What about
any
magic bonus?
Plus any magic bonus.
Magic bonuses will transfer. Do you have magic bonuses on the spear?
Yeah. I'm not sure. You haven't told us.
Ah,
No,
lovely.
I think it was just a regular 2d4 spear.
We don't know. I think there was a magic bonus, so I just don't know what it was. I think.
You keep up that hope, William.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that defines your character is hope.
the
It
face
has
of-
no
yeah.
damage bonus. Did we not talk about its bonus to hit?
I don't know. We didn't. What is its
Okay.
bonus to hit?
It has a bonus to hit.
Of. I've not
It's-
thought with it enough.
No, you've not fought with it enough. But
Didn't fought with it at all.
yeah.
This is the first time you used it in combat.
Do remind me about it. Otherwise, yeah.
All right. I draw my sword as I.
And this is where we'll roll initiative. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get some old-fashioned skirmish sounds. And our lovely, lovely ooze will go at 4. I'm just
Ouch.
gonna add an initiative tracker for it.
Roll a 1 there, Neil.
It did, yes. Sometimes the baddies do well. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The ooze slithers right onto William, who is adjacent to it. Where is our Caledonian ooze? It makes an attack against you with a 14 to hit.
I mean, that's not gonna hit.
I think it
creature
might just
sticks.
go over its AC 10.
Yeah, because it's an ooze. I think it just crawls on you. On a hit, the creature sticks to the target and pulls itself closer, starting to crawl up and over the creature. Yeah, so it doesn't need to... It just attaches to you and like starts
Does that
seeping
provoke
into
an
your
opportunity
armor and
attack
through your
to-
things. No. It's like it sends out this little like... It's almost like an antenna from a slug or something, and it just like grabs you and then slowly starts forming on you, covering your legs, seeping in through any little crack in your armor and burning you for 1d4 points of damage for 4.
All right.
Marshall, it's your turn.
Is any of it still on the snow in front of me that I can attack?
Yes.
All right, I do that then.
With your sword?
Yeah. Do I get high ground?
No.
Why not?
It's an ooze. Nothing has high ground against an ooze. It's all, it's part of its innate everything.
25.
Well, you clear by 13, so you definitely crit. No, you clear by 18? 17? It's a single crit.
17, yeah.
Yeah.
11. Oh, does it do extra fire damage though? I believe it does, doesn't it? The D6 is fire.
Fire has a % chance to drive the creature back equal to 4 times the damage dealt. So you did 3 fire damage, so
Yeah.
give me a D100, a 12 or lower will make it recoil and flee. Oh! Nope, it just takes the 11 points of damage.
All right.
But it is badly singed and wounded at this point. Grimes.
Seconds.
Yeah, I get a shot.
17 will hit it.
Hit.
Yep. You hit the part on the ground next to
It just
William.
does 4 points of damage.
4. Yes.
Yeah.
Second attack.
Second attack.
And I move.
Yeah, it's dead. All right, you
Towards
burn
it.
the rest of the slime off of you. It sizzles and boils and falls to the ground. Completely gone.
Job done.
Yeah. You remember when those were difficult?
Yeah. Magic flaming sword helps.
Yeah. You guys have come a long way.
We have.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, it feels
Slay
more
to
desperate.
use and start climbing the mountain.
Yeah.
Okay. You've made your 1 mile that day. We move to the next day, which is also moderate. Give me another D4.
-2, right?
Whatever the moderate movement is. I don't know.
Yeah. 1 more mile.
From up here, can we, Grimes, do some telescope scouting?
Always.
Yeah. Use the gem as well, you might as well.
Should I do any perception checks, Neal?
Please do.
Is there anything to see?
No. Actually, that's not true. You see a Yeti cruising along the mountains.
What about over where we think Gale's lair is?
That's where, you see a Yeti, walking along the mountains over this way.
Sort of the same territory I saw them in before.
Yeah. But that's it. Well, let's go to the next day, which is also moderate.
Ugh.
This mountain climbing adventure was a great idea. Totally
2 more
saving time
miles.
crossing the mountains this way. 2 more miles. You're halfway through the mountains.
I mean, overland, we're looking at it's 80 miles or something to
Probably
circle
do that
around.
in 2 days on skis.
Probably.
If you're in the tundra.
This has been 2 days, and we'll probably get down the next, maybe the
Maybe.
one after that.
Maybe.
Any more perception checks or?
Yes. 1 more perception check, please. No.
Pass.
There's nothing interesting to see.
Okay.
The next day is calm. Very
Nice.
calm.
So that's a D6.
Mm-hmm.
4
There you
miles should
go.
get us to the other side.
You get to the other side, and perception checks for this day, please.
30.
Excellent. As you are climbing down the mountain, you can see taking off from the mountainside over here is a
where?
dragon.
Over where? Sorry, Neil, I missed that.
I've got
by the stripes.
the arrow. Yeah. Taking off from this mountain right here, this big rounded looking one, is a white dragon.
A big white dragon, or
Roughly the same size as the white dragon you've just fought.
is it visibly limping?
It's flying, so it doesn't fly with a limp, no.
Okay. Or dripping blood as it goes?
No.
Okay.
Let me see if it sees you. It does, actually. You notice the dragon coming in your... it's taken off this way, and then partway through the day, it changes course and heads in your direction.
All right, I guess let's fight a dragon again. At least we're off the cliffs.
I mean, you've got hours before it arrives, but...
Yeah.
It is coming towards you. It looks like it's spotted you.
Could we get to the King's Tomb? It's not far.
We're finishing this day like where we've got to like just coming down from the mountains.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, okay.
Do we want to set up in the woods? How
Yeah.
do we? We might also want to apply a poultice preemptively. Start our regeneration before battle starts.
How are you going to apply a poultice to wounds that don't exist yet?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I guess that's not a thing. Okay.
Yeah. But I
so
like your
what's-
creative thinking, Grimes.
What's our plan of attack here?
I give you one of the fiery, Dragon's Breath potions.
Sure. Okay. I'll pocket one of
I
those.
think we can, if we double breath it as it flies in.
Yeah. Got a crossbow. I should probably be hidden for an ambush.
I've got my shield this time.
Okay. So you guys are just going to wait out in the open for it to arrive? You're wanting to fight this then?
I will be hidden under a Scrag cloak, phased behind a tree. So it's probably just William that will be visible by the time it shows up.
In the forest, though, Neal, in the dense bit of the forest, so it can't breath weapon me from above.
Okay. So you guys wait in a dense part of the forest as the sun comes down. You can see the dragon getting closer and closer. I need a battleground that has forest. Ah, this will be perfect for us. Let me just put your tokens over here, and we will fade the music out. All right. The dragon is coming.
One round before it gets here, I want to quaff my fire-breathing potion and get Grimes to do the same thing.
Oh, we've got a whole hour, right?
You've got some time. Yeah.
I mean, a whole hour between drinking it and
Oh, right, okay.
using it. Yeah, so we can drink it
That's
a couple
good.
rounds before it shows up.
Yeah, so why
Strap
don't you
that shield on.
Yeah.
tell me how you want to be arranged and everything before the dragon arrives? Like, what precautions and setup do you have?
Well, Grimes is hidden.
Yeah, I have a phase blade in my offhand, crossbow in my main, and I am underneath a Scrag cloak, crouched in a tree or in a snowbank or some hidden sniper position.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is there any like nooks in the rock that we can?
As a cover, as trees
I'm
for
gonna
cover,
bring you
rocks
to a
for
battle
cover.
map and let you guys sort it out.
All right.
Perfect. That's the right battle map.
Flashback to one of the Knoll battles.
Probably. Haven't used this sucker in a long time though.
Which direction is the dragon flying from?
It's going to be flying from the left side of the screen.
So, Grimes, there's these nice little rocks up here that you could hide behind.
Where?
Up here. North of you.
Okay.
A little knock there.
Yeah, sure. That seems as good as any.
And William, is that where you're going to be standing? Right in the open?
I mean, am I under tree cover here? No.
No, there's no tree. You got to be under a tree to get under tree cover.
Yeah, okay, so I mean, I'll stand under this tree here.
Okay. So the dragon is going. You guys drink your potions of fire breath and everything, right? Okay. And the dragon isn't. It first just makes a pass over
How
where you
close
guys
does it
are.
fly?
Maybe
Yeah,
100
is
feet
it-
off the ground.
So it
Is it
takes
really
a
full
crossbow
health again?
from a tree.
Yes, the dragon's at full HP. Yes.
Oh my god. How? Do dragons have natural healing, or is this a Neal edition?
Everything is a Neal edition.
Ugh.
It's brutal and punishing, but fair.
There's no way we
and
can
balanced.
fight it. We can't fight it. Like last
with
battle, we
all-
had so many advantages. The cave knack and the horn of blasting.
Yeah, you're right.
It flies over and it takes a hidden shot from
Go ahead, give me a roll to
tree
hit.
on a soft under. It does a flyby, right?
Right, it does a flyby.
I shoot it right in its butthole. Underbelly AC, maybe back attacks and stuff. I'll just include a +4 because I'm hidden, and we'll see. No,
No.
whiffing
Does
with
it
crossbow.
get close enough to fire breath?
You don't know the range of the fire breath. Do you want to try it anyway?
Well, how close does it get?
Within 100 feet.
Well, I did it last time, but what you said, the dragon blocked it, so I didn't see.
Yeah, like the
range.
last time you just hit the dragon in the face. You couldn't see how far it extended.
No, I'll wait till it's coming directly for me.
Okay. All right. It kind of circles, takes a few minutes to wrap around, and comes back for another pass. Let's see. Let's first check through. Grimes, you're phased, right? Give me a hide check.
Yeah.
Okay. It makes another pass through. This time a little bit lower, only about 60 feet off the ground.
All right. I wait to have a back attack or something. Wait for it to pass. I pop out.
Have you both consumed
30.
potions of fire breath already?
We have. Our bellies are burning.
Wonderful. The 30 will clear by 10 against the soft AC 18 underbelly.
Nice. 15 points of damage on a crit.
There we go. Now the dragon sees where you were. Couldn't find you. I mean, a glowing arrow hits it. And
Yeah, but it's in the back, Neal, and it can't take
It hits it from behind, and it can only turn 180 degrees in a round, right?
That's right, but it does have a nice long craning dragon neck, and it will look underneath it. Ooh, actually, even with bonuses for you hitting it, I think this is a shitty perception check. Yeah.
I mean, I think it gets shot in the back, and it turns around and just see rocks and trees.
It turns around. It puts its head underneath to look for you, and you can hear it
totally
shriek.
throw its balance off. I don't think it can.
Possibly, it might have to recover from its flight trajectory, but it can do it and keep going. You know, it's not like dragons can't look down. They're not inverse dogs. It doesn't spot you, and it lets out an angry, frustrated roar. It sounds pissed, and it flies off. Turns around over the mountains after 5 minutes.
Obvious, right?
Yeah, does it not see me?
No, William's under a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, William's the most hidden, and not taking shots. And it makes another pass from this direction, looking for
this time.
Same height, 60 feet.
Should I roll another hide check to reconceal myself?
Please do.
Do I get like advantage or anything for the Scrag cloak, or for being phased, or for the combination thereof?
Yes. However, when you make the attack, you lose the advantage of the cloak. So.
Well, yeah, but I reconceal myself as it does it.
Right. So it won't notice you. I don't really want to tip my hand on this, but it won't notice you when it makes the pass. It's looking for the attacks, because when you attack, you break your cover.
Sure.
So,
but I get cover again, so I get another hidden attack.
Right. So the Scrag cloak will help prevent it from seeing you until you attack, and then we'll use your hide check, which is a 29. There we go. So this time, that's your attack roll, not your hide check, right? What is this 29?
That's my hide check, although I might have... Yeah.
Make me another attack roll as it passes by, then. You hit.
29.
You clear by 10.
12 points of damage on another crit, and I think it turns in time to spot me this time.
Yes, this time it definitely spots you. It looks underneath, sees where Grimes is, and comes in for a landing.
It's landing next round, right?
Yeah, it'll land, and
I think we're rolling initiative, right?
I think we have to roll initiative.
I can throw a javelin with my shield equipped, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Seeing it sees Grimes, I'll take a throw at it.
Go ahead, give me a roll to hit.
A javelin or your spear of blinking?
Javelin.
Regular javelin. Hurl
but
it.
It's 60 feet away.
Yep.
It's the range categories in yards, so it's in short range. Okay.
What's the javelin range? Is it 20, 30, 40?
20, 40, 60.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Roll to hit.
What's the any bonuses for the...
It's a regular, everyday javelin, so nothing.
But it's surprise, right? It doesn't know I'm there.
That's not surprised. It is well aware that creatures are below it attacking it.
But you can get a +4 to hit if you are concealed. I've been rolling hide checks to but maybe the Scrag cloaks let you stay concealed. Right?
Yeah, I think William you have to get out from under the trees, and by the time you're out from under the tree where you can attack it effectively, you're invisible, so no bonus from hiding.
Well, back attack or something?
back
Should
attack
get
from
back attack.
underneath.
Oh, what's the weather today? We haven't even... better be calm.
Yeah, today was calm. You had just come over the mountains.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
evening.
that's right. That's right.
Yeah. I think a 17 is just shy. Like, it goes and boop, goes right over the dragon's tail.
It doesn't see me, Neal. Surely that's it.
Well, you have to step out from under the tree cover to attack it, right? You need... Yeah, so it sees you. Definitely sees you. Right. It will make it'll land that round, and we'll roll initiative here.
Did you roll 3, Grimes, for the fire breath?
Yep.
All right. The dragon makes its landing. Grimes will go first. It's actually a little bit further off screen, but it's going to start stomping towards you on its turn. The map's not big enough.
How far off screen is it?
Let's see. If it was 60 feet above you, then it should land maybe 120 feet away from you.
That's basically there. So I can move that distance.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, it's actually right about on screen. Perfect.
How far can I move and belch flame?
You have magic boots. You can walk normal distances.
So
half
120
move.
feet? 60 feet then? Or how?
60... yeah, you can go 60 feet.
And that's it? And belch? Or...
Yep. I mean, if you want to do so there's the whole combat movement versus non-combat movement, right? So in combat movement, you would be moving 60 feet as a half move, and that's like keeping yourself low, staying in cover where possible.
Full move and do an attack, though, right?
You can charge.
It's only the weapons that are troublesome.
No. You can do a half move and attack.
Just
or
wait for it to get close and right. Just
so you wait, you hold, you attack.
Yeah, I'm gonna move up, probably behind this rock here. And ready a belch if it comes when it comes within range.
Okay, William.
Close.
Same thing. I'll move up to this rock here. Wait. And ready my fire breath.
All right. Well, the dragon starts stomping in towards you guys. Both your fire breaths go off.
3d10.
3d10. Dragon gets its saving throws. It fails 1, passes 1.
24 points of damage.
It'll fail Grimes's and pass William's.
Good order.
And then 5 from William. All right. The dragon stomps on up. It's got the 2 of you right in its sights.
I'll have both my phase blades drawn at this point.
It cannot breath weapon both of that.
It cannot breath weapon both of you. That is correct.
Just the one phase blade and the sword of swiftness. Sorry.
It will reach out with a claw and make a swipe at William with its right claw with a 27 to hit.
Clears by 5.
Okay. Regular hit. Oh no! What happened to the music?
Who dropped the beat out?
I don't know. For 22 damage on a regular hit.
Oh my god.
All right, and then it makes a claw attack at Grimes.
I should have cover from this rock.
Yes, you should.
William probably should too, but
maybe William's rocks are smaller, and William's a big man. But otherwise, it was going to hit you anyway, William, right? You know, cleared by 5 or whatever.
Yeah.
What does it roll?
Grimes, it rolls a 32 against you.
21 AC, but I get +2, +4 for the rock.
I'll say 4 for the rock. So what does that clear by?
21. You said rolled the 32?
Yeah.
So 28 clears by 7.
Not a crit then. It will do 20 damage to Grimes with a claw attack that just kind of smashes you around. And we roll initiative. Oops, it's the wrong map.
Time for some heroics here, I think.
Okay. You guys are so hard to see on the screen because you're so small compared to the dragon.
That's the point. Should have penalties. Oh, hey, here's the tent from the last time we were fighting here.
Oh, is there a tent here?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Where is it hiding? Okay, I'll remove it. Oh, I see it. Okay. It doesn't matter. You're right. It looks like Marshall is going first.
All right. In an upwards arc, I throw my spear and attempt to hit the top of the dragon, the back of it.
All right, so you're gonna like throw it up and down onto the dragon.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you a slight penalty for at the least a non-optimal
called
attack.
shot, right?
Yeah, it's a called shot. So give me a -4 on your attack roll.
But it doesn't necessarily matter that I'm trying to. I mean, I don't need
Like
to.
you can
be
blink
evasive.
without hitting it.
Yeah.
Right, you don't need to do damage to blink to it, but we'll see if you do damage or not.
25.
Yes.
Is that including your -4?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not including the magical bonus that you said existed.
All right, it's a single crit.
The crits are real. So 44
Wait, hang on. 22 AC, which means
plus strength.
it's at least a +2. All right.
I think it's a +3. Chat was saying he may have actually told us last week, but
So 44 plus 3. Yeah.
44 plus strength.
It's the 3 or strength.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. Actually, I kind of want to give you not strength because you're letting it go up and fall back down. So
you can't just change the rules like that.
I will give it to you, but I'm calling player hacks.
Oh,
on
I
this.
draw my sword on the way in.
Here will be going as fast down as it was up. So if there's a strength bonus here, there's a strength bonus.
No, because the strength bonus can make it go faster than terminal velocity.
Terminal
But it's fine.
velocity
It's fine. We're not going to worry about it.
Or something aerodynamic like a spear.
We're not going to worry about it. But it's a bunch of bullshit.
Okay.
William,
right.
you
Yeah,
land on
wait.
the back of the dragon.
It's a dragon.
And I grab it with my left hand.
All right. Where do you?
You
You just
like
like
shield, right?
Yeah, I know, but I've still got my hand free, so I grab the dragon.
Okay, so William is like on his knees, holding onto the dragon's back wing.
Sword in
Grimes,
hand.
it's your turn.
Dragon Slayer Grimes once again dives into the maw of the beast. Actually, I come flanking around its side, if possible. Does it turn to face me as I come out from behind the rock?
It is concerned that there's a person on its back. If you've ever seen like a cat when a smaller creature crawls up on it like a mouse and it's confused and like, what is that? That's our dragon.
So if I run up to its flank towards its underbelly, does it turn to face me, or do I just rush up to its side?
No, it's not really concerned with you right now,
Okay,
Grimes.
so flank attack.
Yep.
It's an extra +1.
1. Ooh,
16
it's almost a hit.
and
20's
20 with the phase dagger.
Yeah, and you're underneath it, right? You're
the
like
thing.
underneath this arm.
Yeah.
Okay.
If soft underbelly, if I can get to it. Okay,
Yeah.
there's 4 points of damage.
I'm gonna move you a little bit closer to be striking the underbelly.
I didn't want to provoke OAs from its claws, but
It's fine. Okay, it's the dragon's turn, and it's gonna bring its tail kind of swishing, and then back towards Grimes in a.
there's a tree right there.
Yeah, there's a big
that's-
tree there.
So then it'll bring its tail round this way at Grimes.
That's also colliding with a tree.
Yeah.
Well, then we'll give you cover.
Yeah, sounds about right.
17 and 15 is 22 minus 4 for cover.
Isn't
I'm
that
sorry,
just like 21 AC?
32 minus 4 for cover is 28. It'll
That's
hit
a hit.
you. Yeah, this is not the. You've noticed now that the dragon seems to have 2 attack modes. There's the single target crush and kill, and the sort of AoE that knock. Oh, actually, it only has -3 to hit on this attack. So 32, 29 minus 4 is 25 is still a hit. Okay.
Yeah.
So this attack
So
will
it
do
turns
less, but it will knock you as well.
Did it turn its back to me to do this?
No, it just brings its tail forward with a swish.
Okay.
You know,
How much
it's
damage?
12 and 5, 17 max damage on its tail attack. And you also are thrown. I guess you can give me an opposed strength check against the dragon to not be thrown by it.
I really should have grabbed some poultices. 33.
No.
What is dragon strength? Like 19?
You get knocked to the side.
I called DM hacks.
Call DM hacks all day. I'm okay with it. And then it's going to forego its second attack and instead take to flight.
I think I should still get opportunity attacks. If it's
knocked you out of its range.
Flies away. I don't know. Like I was in contact with its tail.
You were knocked back by its tail. You are not going to get...
Turned its back. It turned
You
its
do not...
ass to
No,
me,
no.
went
You
through
get
the tail
knocked
and
to the
flies
side.
away.
It flies away. That's why it knocked you with its tail. And it takes to the air and lifts off, gaining...
I have a second attack at the end of the round. Is that
which
also...
is going to be lost, because it's going to be in the air.
Can I get my second attack with my sword?
No, because you
took
threw a
spear
spear.
attack this round.
Yeah, I know, but, you know.
No. It will take off and start to fly. Let's roll initiative.
It made a tail swipe, so it can make a half move after attacking, is what you're saying?
Yep.
And how far does it get?
Well, it'll probably get, let's say, 30 feet up in the air and maybe like 120 feet from you. Or no, 120 yards from you. It's a dragon. It moves pretty quickly. So 120 yards and 30 feet up. Oh, so close is for the initiative. Marshall, you are on the dragon's back as it flies.
Do I get an initiative bonus for losing attacks at the end of last round?
Sure.
So then, okay.
Sure, you can go before the dragon.
So then I should get my crossbow bolt off before it leaves range.
Okay.
Like that.
Yeah. William, you're on the dragon's back. It's taking off. There's wind in your face. It's blowing fast. It's cold and biting. And you see the ground begin to leave.
I'm not scared. Right, so my spear is pretty heavily stuck into the dragon, right? It's not going to fall off. I got 20.
Sure, yeah. Sure. Don't worry about it.
I feel like a normal attack doesn't do justice to what I'm trying to do here. I want to just, like, plunge my flaming sword into the back of its neck.
Back attack.
Back attack.
I mean, at least back attack, right?
It's +4, right? You can't see it, right?
Yeah, I'll give you a 4 on this instead of just 2.
21.
Oh,
no,
God.
Your
Is that
sword
even
comes
a hit?
and slides and like almost hits you in the leg, runs down the dragon's spine. You'll do 1 point of fire damage to it.
That's a good time, so then.
All right, and I take a shot with my crossbow as it flies away. +2 for back attack.
Yeah.
20 is not a hit, right?
No. The dragon's turn. It starts gaining altitude, William. It forgoes any attacks and just climbs and climbs and climbs.
Second attack, then.
Go for it.
How far up does it climb? How high does it fly?
It can go, it's got movement speed 40, it can climb at half that rate, so movement speed 20, so...
200 yards of altitude?
No, 400, yeah, 200 yards of altitude.
Mm-hmm.
So it can gain another 600 feet.
All right.
Second attack,
Hang
William.
on to that spear for dear life.
Now you're...
20, 37.
Yes! Crit.
Wow.
Double crit, triple crit?
It has 22
Clears by-
AC, so you clear by
Clears by
15.
15.
So 4 times damage dice.
Does the fire also get crit?
No.
I mean, it should do, though, shouldn't it?
Come
No.
on, Bellum. Are you even
Yeah.
listening? I told you the gods abandoned the place.
Holy shit.
21.
That
Shit.
is middling damage for such an impressive blow. The dragon takes 21 damage and shrieks in anger at you, William.
All right.
Give me an
After my
initiative
second
roll.
attack, can I sheathe my sword and just hold onto the spear with my right hand at the end of that turn?
You can sheathe your sword. I think at this point the dragon is gaining altitude, so you have to hold on to the dragon to.
Yeah,
You
so
can't
my left
just
hand's
stand
holding
on
onto the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
With my right hand, can I sheathe, just as the turn ends, sheathe the sword and just hold onto the spear?
Sure. Sure.
Okay. I hope you can find me, Grimes, after I kill this dragon.
Let's roll initiative.
Yep.
I really wish I had those potions.
Well.
Should have split them up.
All right, the dragon goes first. It will reach back with its head towards you. It's got this nice long neck that can careen around, and it's going for...
Hang on, before you say that, 180 degrees, really?
Yeah, let's see. It's...
While flying?
Do you think that's an impossible thing for a magical dragon to turn its
Like
head
if
around
I
while
crane my
flying?
neck while I'm riding a bike or rowing in a boat, I throw off my course. If you crane your neck while you're flying, I think that's going to throw your balance off and send you careening off course.
Yeah, it probably will not be flying in as straight of a direction. You're right. but I don't think the dragon's concerned about the precision of its flight in this moment of time. I think it's willing to lose track of its course momentarily to bite William. And yes, it can careen around and reach 180 degrees behind you. It's a fucking dragon. Okay. It's a nasty monster.
It takes damage from its own breath weapon, correct?
I don't know. But that's not what it's doing. It's biting William.
Okay.
7 and 15 is 22.
Oh, does it get any negatives for...
There's got to be... That's a really awkward attack.
No, I'm going to let it do it. 22 to hit, William.
Hits.
All right. The dragon will bite ya.
Is it making a...
minimum damage. You take 13 as it sinks its teeth into you.
So it's only making a half move this round, right? If it's still attacking.
I'm not sure why you're concerned about its movement at this point in time.
Tracking how far away from me it gets, right? So
I feel like the dragon doesn't fly slower if it makes bite attacks in the air. I think it gets its full movement while it flies in addition to whatever it wants to do. If it's on the ground, it's got to stop and do something. But in flight, we could look in the... Do you want me to look up the flight rules in the DMG and spend 5 minutes?
It's got something special about being able to do a full fly.
All right, let's rules lawyer.
I'm just trying to track how far away it is.
It gets its full movement in air, plus whatever actions it wants. So a dragon can get its full movement and breath weapon while flying. Flying is a superior form.
Spinning in a circle trying to bite its own ass.
It's not spinning. Its body remains forward. Its neck has turned around. It's like a 30-foot neck.
It's the inverse dog trying to chew its own tail. What kind of forward progress can it make while it's trying to chew its own tail?
Whatever maybe it's slowed a little bit in its flight, but it more or less gets its full movement.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell when the players are getting desperate by the amount of rules lawyering they do.
Hey, Neal, I think the dragon biting me from there is a little bit much, but I'll let it go.
I think you tossing your spear up and it falling back down and getting your strength bonus on the damage is a little bit much.
I really wish I had
go-to damage for that.
Yeah.
Or anything. I think I am out of tricks, so I just follow along on the ground, loading a...
So William,
crossbow bolt, shredding in action.
Hey, it's still my go, right?
Right. So the dragon has bit you, William. I'm going to need you to make me a dex check to hold on to the dragon.
Surely it's strength.
Sure, that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, whatever. I don't give a shit.
You said to hold on, so.
So hold on.
23.
All right, you managed to maintain your grip. The dragon cannot reach you with a claw because you are on its back. That is definitely too far for it. So instead, what is the most effective way?
It had its turn.
It has movement. It can control its movement somewhat, and it has a second attack, but it can't really use. It can't reach you with its tail or its claw. What's the best way to shake someone off of your back? Is it a pure nosedive? I think so. I think the dragon, it's already climbed. It turns and it heads into a nosedive for the next round.
I think.
Give me initiative.
Reaching its head around, put it in an awkward aerodynamic position, and it goes into a spin.
I'll give it a dex check.
Matthew Berger did a pretty nice sketch of how the dragon can bite its own ass.
All right, give me initiative rolls for the next round, people.
No, I haven't been. I got 2 attacks this round.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, it's diving now, so it's in a dive. How do you plan on attacking it when you're basically?
You said it's going into the dive next round.
He still gets an action this round.
It's diving
first.
Right, it's diving. William, you can get your action this round, but you are now in a dive.
This is the round that it was biting him. Neither of us got actions that round.
Yeah. So it bites him, and we. All right. Let's take a step. Let's take a step back here. Last round, the dragon climbed. This round, it bites William and goes into a dive. We spent so much time arguing over its movement that the round got a little bit confusing, but it does
defensive, Neal.
Bite and dive. I'm just trying to keep the combat smooth and flowing.
Okay, but you're saying I can't make an attack?
I'm not saying you can't make an attack. I'm saying it is diving, so you're holding on to it as you accelerate towards the earth.
I'm holding on.
What would you like to do? Yeah,
I'm holding on anyway, so I'll continue to attack it.
All right, I'm going to give you a penalty to hit because of the awkwardness of this thing. The dragon is going for maneuverability advantage against you. So give me a -2 to hit.
Yeah. You sheathed your sword, right? You were going for the spear?
That's true. The sword is sheathed.
Yeah, but I redraw it and attack.
Okay.
So
Right.
what do you do with the spear?
It's still stuck in the dragon.
You've been holding on to it, so you're going to let go on the spear. It's not necessarily going to stay in the dragon. It's not glued in there. And with all of the movement, with the dragon biting you while you're holding the spear, with the dragon diving, the spear is no longer like affixed into the dragon. If you let go of it, it has a chance to fall.
Okay, so what I'll do is then as I'm drawing my sword, I'll pull out the spear and just let it drop, and then attack with the sword.
All right, so you pull out the spear, throw it to the ground,
And then attack the dragon.
draw the sword and attack the dragon. That is fine. That's
Do
legit.
I get both attacks?
You're teleporting, right? Wait.
You're gonna be hitting the ground before you get your second attack. Make your attack.
32.
Holy shit! That's clears by 10.
Okay. 2d8 plus d6 plus 6. 18.
Beautiful. The spear falls to the ground, and you blink to the ground.
And then I draw the
no
strike
longer
cloak
on the
over me.
dragon. Grimes.
What- I am some unknown distance away with a crossbow ready.
It's already gone. You're at least
you-
600 feet from it.
I don't,
right?
Okay, so I was moving after it.
So you can move 100
half
and
moves.
you can
No,
move
so-
60
well,
yards running towards it, which is 180 feet, which brings you to 420 feet from it ish. Is that in range of your crossbow?
No, I've got 180 yards, which is... What is that?
540
feet. Actually, I can take a shot from
Yeah,
here.
you can take a shot.
Cool. All right. I don't know if there's back attacks or anything. 27 is clears by 5,
27
right?
clears by 5. You crit the dragon.
Taking this beast down. All right, that's a 2d6.
I should have gone for another round on the back.
No, 9 points of damage.
All right.
And it's already taken its dive.
It has taken its dive. It will pull up next round just above the tree line. Initiative rolls. Grimesy, you're first.
All right, another shot. Which is it pulling towards me or away from me?
No, it's still going away from you. Yeah.
Okay, so I move a little further forward. Definitely a back attack then.
Oh, just shy. Yep. It clips the side of the dragon before falling away. Kel Marshall, you are on the ground covered by your Scrag cloak.
Yeah.
And I think now you're looking at it and you're like, holy shit, this thing has been ripped apart by a dragon. This is useless. This provides no additional bonus.
Oh yeah, same with mine, huh?
If you've been bit, then yeah. Oh yeah, you got whacked by the tail. You're
Yeah.
Alright, so
Yeah.
I want to make a run for a tree then. To hide under.
all right. You bolt for a tree, and the dragon spends its turn flying away from you guys, leaving the field of battle. It'll get its full movement away from you, and be gone.
Little bitch. That's twice we beat the dragon now, so we get a lot of XP here. That's great. Thanks.
No, you get 1 set of XP for defeating the dragon, even if you defeat it multiple times.
So there's no point killing this thing now. All right. I'll wait for the dragon to get away, and then I'll blow my horn, my normal horn.
Okay. Grimes can come in. You guys can find each other shortly thereafter.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's just more healing pulses being wasted. The dragon full heals.
Oh, God. So now what?
Slimy
You guys have been
worms.
battled. You've lost a couple of your potions. You've ruined your cloaks. The dragon is taken
got
off
more
and
cloaks.
is going to just eventually heal.
I think we still go to the king's tomb, but I don't know if it's worth using a poultice before we make our way there. So I'll give you 5 of the poultices to carry on your person, Grimes.
Okay, I'll use one now.
And I'll carry 5
4
as well.
pulses.
And I'll use 1 too. I'm running so low on... I'm just going to delete the cook part off my inventory now. Is that all right?
Okay.
It's in the portal. I'll put it in the hole.
Put it in the hole. That's good.
All right. How much did they heal?
3d8 plus 3.
21 points of damage over an hour. 35 out of 49 or something.
Okay.
All right.
Jeezy crazy.
Make our way to the King's Tomb. We've still got the day. Oh no, it's nighttime, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the end of the day.
Yeah, you guys are gonna have to wait here. You can find some shelter and head out the next day to the King's Tomb. Let's get back to our Caledonia map.
I know you want to say something, Grimes. That was particularly heroic of me.
That was quite impressive. Could really use a harpoon.
It's everything I dreamed of with the harpoon. And more. If I'd had the harpoon, I wouldn't have been able to get back down.
I think Frozen Frontier is over. William has harpooned a dragon and rode on its back.
It didn't die though. I wanted to ride its corpse into the ground.
Nice. Okay. The next day is a light day. You can easily make it to the King's Tomb on your skis, I bet.
Yeah.
I would expect so.
Yeah, should I? Is it light?
Yeah, it's at least you can go. You can. Even if you roll minimum, you can make it to the King's Tomb.
Okay.
What do you do there?
Search it with the true seeing gem.
Yeah.
This is the tomb that you've been in before.
Yeah, this is the one with the flaming sphere and the bone nausea and the weird like puzzles where you had to put earth, wind, salt, and whatever it was on the statue.
All right.
So we need to. I mean, could do with healing as well. So it's not a bad idea to just spend a lot of time here scouting it out.
I'm going to fast track this by telling you that there is nothing in here that you would notice extra with the Gem of True Seeing. It doesn't. There's no secrets that were unrevealed or that would be revealed just by the gem.
What does the flaming sphere look like in
It looks like a flaming sphere. Nothing changes on it.
There's nothing magical about the piece of metal that it's cast on.
Gem of True Seeing removes illusions and reveals things as they truly are. So it won't reveal magic per se, you know?
Yeah.
So you'll just, it's actually on fire, so you'll see the flames on this thing. That's about it.
No ghost of the Caledonian king.
No ghost sitting around with a question mark over his head or an exclamation point waiting to give you a quest. No.
Well, this tomb seems like as good a place as any to sit and rest.
I agree. Do we head to Conquest next, or do we head to
What's in Conquest, but
the Shrine to Bellum and other areas that the gem could reveal secrets?
Why do you want to go revisiting all these old tombs?
Because we've got a Gem of True Seeing.
What do you expect to find in them?
treasure.
Sure.
More treasure? More treasure than all the dragon hordes you've already gone into?
Answers.
Answers to what questions, William? I'm not saying you shouldn't, I'm just trying to get more information out of you for
Where are
narrative
the
purposes.
volcanoes? That's a good point. In any of these books, is there any diagrams of the volcanoes?
Ah. Well, why don't you sit and flip through these hundreds, well, not hundreds, you've got 60 books plus the ones that were in the bag, so you've got a lot, probably at least 100. You can flip through them looking for pictures of volcanoes.
Oh yeah, of the Caledonian map, I guess, with anything drawn on it.
Yeah, not a single one of these books has any maps of Caledonia or has anything relating to mountain ranges or volcanoes anywhere in them. There's no pictures, at least, of any of this stuff. The text is lost.
I missed that last bit, Neal. There's no pictures, did you
There's
say?
no pictures, no, and the text is lost too since you don't speak the language.
No clues in the books, then?
No.
How long should we wait in the tomb?
How long does it take to search through all the books, Neal?
Since you're just looking for pictures, you just have to flip like 1,000 pages or a few thousand pages, so you can do it in a day. really, really boring day of just paging through these books.
Yeah, I think then should we try and find Gal's lair and then deal with that, and then, I mean, I'm almost tempted then to just head back to Swampside via Conquest. Via the Knolls as well, perhaps.
What? And give up? Wait for a ship home?
I mean, what do you want to do, Grimes? You want to fight the dragon for a third time?
We've already shown that dragon who's boss.
Yeah, well, I didn't learn
Fight
the first
him
time,
again
did
if
he?
he comes back. What about the volcanoes? What about the Scrags?
Well, we can't find the volcanoes. Perhaps we'll have more luck in Gal's lair. Maybe there'll be more answers there. But we're left with just traversing the mountain edge until we find a path. We need the books translated. We need more supplies, all things that we could get back home. I mean, there's no reason to say we couldn't come back, but I don't think I'd be coming back. But there'll be people on the mainland who speak Caledonian by now.
So we're gonna go crawling back to Swampside, tails between our legs, and wait for someone to come rescue us.
Well,
There's still Scrags out there. This beast is still alive.
How many of those Scrags do you think we can take?
All of them.
At
They'll die
once?
trying.
I'd rather not die, though, Grubs. What do we achieve by killing them?
Vengeance. Let's give them what they want. Give them what they prayed for.
Let's go to the mountains and look for Gal's lair first and the volcano there.
Give me guys a perception check this day as you're rested, as you get to this lair, to this cave, and rest in it, protected from the elements.
You mean the King's Tomb?
Crit.
Yeah, cave, King's Tomb, same. Grimes, you're standing out on watch after your conversation with William. You've got your spyglass looking around.
I'm actually not even using the spyglass.
Then you're not, but you see a form quickly moving across the open tundra. It's got to be skiing because it's moving so quickly. And it seems to be heading for... Ooh, let me put this so everyone can see it. Somewhere in this direction. It's a
Is this
small...
the next day? Did we
No,
sleep
it's the day that you arrived here, and you're you're resting and chatting.
A few hours or whatever.
Yeah. And you see this small creature, maybe kobold-sized or something, hurrying across the tundra on skis.
On skis. The kobolds don't use skis as far as we know.
They don't.
Are the Scrags bigger than kobolds?
They're about the same size.
Slightly.
Okay.
A little bit bigger.
William,
What is it, Grimes?
I think I see a Scrag. Look at that. Here, take the spyglass. And I
Take the spyglass. Take a look.
Yeah, it's hard to tell if it's a Scrag or a kobold, but it's something Scrag or kobold sized on skis heading that direction.
You want to fight it? It's on its own. We might as well take the chance to kill it while we can.
If it's Scrag, let's take it down.
All right, I use
shall
one of
we
the
intercept
poultices.
it? Ambush it?
I use a healing poultice, Neal.
Okay, it'll take an hour to kick in. I guess you guys probably did that earlier. You said you were going to healing poultice when you got to the cave, right?
No, I'm doing.
No.
I already used one. I'm thinking of using it to heal before the battle starts. But is that gonna happen before?
It'll take an hour to take effect. We'll actually need to roll for movement for today, then to see what time of day it is when you see this stuff.
Well, how far away the Scrag is? It's gonna take us an hour to intercept it, right?
If it's 10 miles and you guys can move really far today.
Tundra or forest?
Let's roll tundra. This is pretty much all tundra here.
Tundra with skis with proficiency light day.
Mm-hmm.
Roll it anyway.
Yeah, light day.
4d20 plus 30.
Yeah.
Another 17. All right. Well, you tell me when it kicks in, Neal.
68 miles. So we've already gone. Oh, this is freaking grid again.
So you're going about 6.8 miles per hour on your skis. So it'll take you about 2 hours to get to the Scrag. And this is probably in the late afternoon.
And I'll take the HP, shall I?
Sure. Yeah, take it. You guys head back towards it?
Yeah, we ski to intercept.
Okay.
Wearing fresh Scrag cloaks as we go.
Did you get how many Scrag cloaks do you have? Did you just grab all?
You didn't give us a number. I kind of asked, and you were like infinite.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure that you guys didn't just pick up like 2 or 3.
Of Scrag cloaks on my.
That's fine. They're super light and thin, and
I don't know how many are in the portable hole, but I think we've. Yeah.
You're fine. Yeah.
All
The correct answer is you took all of them. So you got the cloaks. You're skiing towards the Scrag. Are you concerned that it might spot you coming? Because the cloaks won't help on the move.
Like come at it from an angle and try and ambush it, but
well, I'd like to know where it's going. So if we can track along the woods like this and try and meet it where it's going,
keep an eye on it. Okay, so then our movement would slow down in the woods.
Definitely. That's fine. You can still make it there.
Yeah.
Forest.
Give me perception checks as you go through the woods to see if you can spot the Scrag.
29.
Yeah, you spot it well before it spots you. The Scrag is... You find it at the site where you guys were fighting the dragon. It seems to be inspecting the battleground afterwards and kind of retracing your steps and looking about at, snow was knocked off this branch here, knocked off that branch here. You don't leave footprints, so those are kind of hard to find, but where the spear lands in the snow or William blinks to, there's an impression.
There's blood splatter everywhere.
Yeah, there's a lot of blood. Dragon blood, too.
What weapons does it have? Is it wearing armor?
It is... Scrolling. Hold on. Scrolling. It is wearing... it's got leather armor on it.
Oh, great. It's got a bow.
Yes, and a short sword. I'm sorry, an arming sword and a bow.
Fantastic.
Should we...
Well, fine anyway, yeah.
Should I take a shot, or are we just leaping on it?
No, yeah. It's just going to run and kite us with its bow. I think we wait until I can get in range with the spear.
Okay.
And then take a shot.
I think I'll close with you.
Yeah.
Can we fight on skis? We've got a proficiency, right?
Yeah, you can fight on skis.
So we can probably outrun it.
Mm-hmm. It's just, with skis, you can't immediately turn around. You have to, go forward and ski around in a circle. So there's some, flight-style movement where you can't just,
Would it be able to kite with a bow on skis?
There's only one way to find out.
Yeah, because it couldn't turn right. Yeah, okay. All right, well, once we get in range, I'm going to spear it, and Grime's just going to shoot it.
Okay.
Maybe I should try and sneak up on it, and then you come in with your spear.
Yeah, that works too.
Okay, the party is over here in this tree. You can see the Scrag is over here. It's currently bent on the ground looking at something. It rolled a natural 1 on its perception check and has no idea that you guys are here.
So I think I'm going to ditch my skis and sneak up on it with its own Scrag boots.
All right. Do you make any noise when you move, Ryan?
Not with the Scrag boots, do I?
Nope.
And neither do I, is that right?
Would you like me to roll a move silently or anything?
I would like you to roll a move silently to make sure you don't disturb anything else by accident. Yeah, you're fine.
Nope, I'm fine.
You're totally fine. Marshall?
All right. Once Grimes is about to attack it, I'll make a half move and shoot it with the spear.
All right. Yeah. So you kind of sit in position waiting. These things are close enough that you can engage it in a single round, no problem anyway.
All right. So I slip phasing out of this tree, taking after the Scrag's own battle tactics. I leap at its backside, plunging my phase blade.
It does not see you coming.
Back. So +4 for back attack, the best I can do. +4 on top of my usual +5 is a d20 +9 for a 15. It's only wearing leather armor, right? No.
It doesn't get its dex bonus, so that's a hit, not a crit.
But it is an assassinate.
It is assassinate with your with which weapon?
The D8 phase blade.
All right.
So I am a level 9 thief. Every odd level, so that's 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 5 times 8 plus a D8, right?
Yep.
D8 plus 40 damage. Wow.
D8 plus 41 for strength.
Good call.
45 points of damage.
You bring the dagger right up into the side of the Scrag, right between its ribs, going through probably all of like its liver and kidney and intestines.
Not quite a dagger. I mean, it's a dagger, but then there's this ethereal blade that extends out the length of a longsword.
Right, so it's sort of like it cuts through the creature and then pulls back out. The Scrag is, in all real senses, sort of dying here, but it's not dead. It still has hit points.
Oh, yeah. I know. I'm coordinating my attack. I can charge it, right?
Right, so you can charge it at this round and leap and attack.
Yeah.
Are you steering it? Is that the idea?
If I can just charge into range, I'll just
charge into range with the sword is fine.
Any bonuses?
2 for back attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
27.
Crit. Single crit.
Cool.
No, I'm sorry. No, it's turned to. No, it's still surprised. It doesn't get its dex. Single crit.
2d8 plus d6 plus 6. 18.
It's dead. In one fell swoop, you guys have cut it down.
9 more to go. Just keep doing that. Assuming there's no more stasis.
I spit on the creature's corpse. Roll it over, look at its disgusting Scrag face, and I go to loot the corpse.
Add 1 more Scrag cloak to the list.
No, it's ruined.
Cloak is toast.
Oh yeah.
That's right. Okay. Yep, it's dead here. There's a +1 short bow and a +1 arming sword if you want to steal them, and some pair of Scrag boots if you think
throw it in the hole. Yeah.
All right. Your hole is probably getting kind of full by now between all the books and all the weapons and the food and everything. It's sort of looking at max capacity. In fact, finding things in here is becoming a problem. Where the fuck did I put that potion? Is it under this book? Oh god, maybe it's over here. And there's gems and jewels and shit.
All right. Well, we'll reorganize when we get to Gal's Lair.
Yeah.
You want its ears, Grimes?
Wanted what?
Its ears.
Ears?
Yeah, we've got 10 left. Why don't we take an ear off each one?
I give a shrug and saw off its ear with the blade.
Your inner Ferris is coming out.
You keep this one.
All right.
All right.
The party makes their way back to the king's tomb to rest for the night, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I still think we do a few days here healing, and then we'll head to Gal's Lair, or the other dragon lair.
Probably this new one, right? We went all the way to this side of the mountains to go there. Might as well.
Yeah.
Should we really go back to the king's tomb?
Yeah, maybe we should.
We're like halfway.
Yeah.
Between the king's lair. Yeah, I think we camp in the woods.
Okay, so you're gonna head this way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's spend the next day, which is another light day, in movement. See how far you get.
Light being 66 plus 10. Should be more than enough to get us to the mountains, probably with at least a half a day to start climbing.
Probably.
But a light day is only D4.
Was that 37 your movement for that day?
Yeah. And then we would get about a mile and a half up the
miles.
mountains, which may get us. If it's easy to spot the dragon cave, we may get to it, but...
All right. You're in the mountains. Let's do a quick food check. How many days worth of rations? How many days worth of food do you have left?
We're doing all right,
177 pounds.
44 days.
Okay. Thank God for refrigeration.
Yep.
I think I'd take a nice hot Dracassian summer to this refrigeration, but...
Give me a perception check for your day of travel.
Yeah, so we're looking for volcano tunnels here as well.
31. What is there to see in this mountain range?
You see a dragon in this mountain range.
Okay.
Where is it?
It's actually not that way. It's over the king's tomb. It is flying in this direction over the course of the day.
Does it look wounded?
Yes.
It's going back to that mountain, Grimes.
Yeah.
By the time we get to it, it'll be full health again.
So will we.
What, you want a third try?
Meh.
When we, let's find the lair of this one first. If we're gonna kill it, we'll need to fight it in its lair next time. Backing it in where it can't escape.
All right. The next day is also light.
All right. We get 4 miles of progress, so
Excellent.
we thoroughly scout out these mountains.
Yep, you can make some progress here and look around. Give me perception checks.
Crit.
Beautiful. Nothing but pristine snow and mountaintops as far as the eye can see.
There's no sign of a dragon cave up here.
You see a cave, but it's definitely not big enough to hold a dragon. It's maybe like 6 feet wide and 4 feet tall.
Okay. Well then, maybe our intel was wrong. I don't know how we thought it was here. But at some point during that day, we make it to the top of a nice peak and get a view out over the landscape.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else worth noticing?
No. Just
Something that's
frozen
here.
wasteland.
I think we should head west where we know there's quarry to be hunted. The Scrags, the dragon. All that way.
We'll have to head back down to the snow first.
Jay's gonna head back out the same way you came in?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All
I don't know
right.
how close to how early in this day we realize there's nothing to find here, but
Next day is light as well.
Another 4 miles.
Perfect. That will bring you
back out.
That'll bring you out. I think retracing your steps even makes it a little bit easier for you to get out, so you can make it all the way out by the end of this day.
What do you want
back
to do
into
here,
the
Krob?
forest.
I told you what I want to do.
But what? Just walk straight into where we think the Scrags are and fight what's there? That's how Yaramir got himself killed.
I don't plan on walking straight in. I plan on slipping in the shadows, phasing out of the trees just like those bastards do, and picking them off one by one, slowly filling my keyring with ears. Where are those rings, by the way?
They're in the hall. You want them? Might as well. If you're talking suicide, you might as well try them on.
I had a thought. I want to try one ring on each finger, Neal.
Okay.
There's 10 rings on a ring.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You put one of them on each of your fingers?
Yeah, taking off my other ring.
Okay. You have 2 rings. Wait, no, you have like 10 rings, right?
10 rings, one ring on each, yeah.
Okay. You have bling for days.
Does it do anything?
You don't notice anything.
I don't know. I punch around. No noticeable difference.
No noticeable difference. I think somehow Grimes understands the mechanic that only one magic ring can work on a hand at a time.
Yeah, I knew that, but I figured this might be some special set.
Oh, right. If you do 10 and maybe all together they form the rings of brass knuckling or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna pop the Scrag's ear on this ring of rings.
Okay.
And
For the
probably
record, none of you are wearing any of these rings usually.
No.
Right. Okay.
I'll put the rings back.
If there's no immediate danger, though, maybe it is worth wearing them. Is there a white one?
Yep.
I'll wear the white one.
All right. Which hand?
Don't you asking me things that don't matter? Right hand.
Okay. It might not matter, or maybe it's super important. Who knows? Which finger on your right hand?
Middle finger.
Okay.
This one.
Yeah, I get it. I see.
Grimes, I really would like to go back to Conquest to go to the shrine there, but if I know you don't believe in the gods.
Maybe this is where we part ways then.
I can't leave you in here on your own.
You're pretty loud. Maybe I'm better off hunting these Scrags alone.
My internet cut out there. Sorry. What did you say?
I said you're pretty loud. Maybe I'm better off hunting these Scrags alone.
You're still my prisoner, Grimes.
I look at you like, really? By my count, it's been 2 years, hasn't it?
It's been 2.5 years.
Yeah. Grimes says it. By my count, it's been 2 years.
Yeah, I nod. All right, Grimes. I'll follow you.
Well, I know our intel has been rubbish, but
Who
from
drew
everything
these
we've
maps?
heard, next valley, well, 2 valleys over, should be where the Scrags live. Let's go to those woods. Let's hunt.
Okay.
Right.
The next day is bad weather. It's moderate. It's gusting and blustering and just a pain in the ass.
Right.
But you guys are proficient skiers and you can make your way even when the winds blow at your backs, propelling you so quickly. Where are you going?
Straight to there. We may actually pick up more speed if we go straight over the tundra, or did you want to go to check out this valley on the way?
No, let's just go straight there. Well,
Right.
unless you want to check it out. I mean,
No, I'm thinking we go there and hunt a few Scrags.
Alright.
We'll
You'll probably go
make it-
faster since you're mostly on tundra. I'll give you a few more miles. We'll say you get to around here-ish in these trees, this valley. Is that good enough for you?
Yeah, that's basically where I think we want to set up on the outside of the valley and trap the shit out of this place. Let's build a bunch of man traps and catch us some Scrags.
Okay. Give me a perception check for that day.
is it worth me rolling it?
I don't think you can roll a 28, but you could crit it. Maybe that gives you extra.
Almost.
You guys, as you're beginning to set up camp, hear some crunching in the snow and take a look, and there's a group of 4 kobolds kind of walking over some things, and they stop when they see you guys like setting up this tent and freeze.
I stand up.
They
Hi.
freeze like you can't see them.
We can see you, I say.
They can see us! Run! And the kobolds
Wait,
begin to
come
scatter.
back, I shout.
They
Who
begin
are
to
you?
scatter on their own. You can chase after them if you want because you have magic boots that allow you to walk on the snow without problem. Or you can let them flee.
I
Chase
think Okay. I
Yeah,
guess
let's do it.
I guess I run them down and try to snatch one.
Give me a... Eventually you'll be able to get a successful attack roll. So give me a strength check to see if you can snag one.
35.
Ooh, yeah. You grab him by the
grab
back of
one.
his scruff and just lift him up. The other kobolds disappear into trees and snow and burrows.
Where are you running, little one?
Oh my god. By the gods, by the gods, by the gods, by the gods. Don't eat me. Don't eat me.
I'm not an elf. I like turn him around, still like a hand clasped on its shoulder. We don't mean to hurt you.
No eat?
We're here to kill the bad bads.
You kill bad bads? You not bad bad. You not bad bad.
Different kind of bad.
Dab bad?
I'm not your daddy.
What? What?
Where do the bad bads live? Is this their valley? I like point to the woods behind
Yeah,
us.
he points down the valley.
Does it know how many there are?
Yeah. William's like pulled up at this or caught up at this point. Do you know how many there are?
Mm-hmm.
How many?
1 and 1 and 1 and 1.
4.
4.
Mm-hmm.
We already killed one.
Killed one yesterday, I say. Maybe there's only 3.
Do they attack the kobolds?
Do they attack you?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
They take our skin and leave us alive until we die.
Fucking hell.
Oh God.
Maybe we can use it as bait, Grimes.
Maybe they are elves. When do they attack? Could you lure them out?
No
They
idea.
surprise you?
They tree and then they not tree, and then we die.
You know, maybe the whole phasing is just them using the cloaks and like hiding in a tree or hiding on a rock.
I think it is, yeah.
Out.
I think that's what it is.
No.
Well, if there's only 3 left.
That's not quite right. Well, there's probably 3 in this valley.
Yeah, and it could be other places, but it means that it's not complete suicide.
Which tribe are you from? Wet furs?
Do we not have notes for... Oh, I'm in the wrong area. We cave homes.
Oh, I've heard of you. Where is your... Oh, yeah.
We strong, proud kobold.
I'm sure. Is there anything else we can get from them? The dragons, the big fish. Where do they live?
Shh, it hears you.
I hope they hear me.
Shh.
We are fish slayers, I say, patting my scaled chest.
I think he looks at your chest for the first time and his eyes go wide and he blinks and he reaches out a hand to like, I think you're still holding him in front of you and just reaches out a paw.
I just had like a hand on his shoulder so he couldn't run.
Okay.
I look down at him with disdain as he like touches my...
And he reaches up and pets your breastplate, goes, ooh, and like runs his hand down your legs. Because you've got the full suit, right?
Yep.
Your head to toe dragon scale. So he begins just like stroking your legs and feeling the scales everywhere.
Okay, let's stop that.
Oh. But fish, I see fish yesterday. How are dead?
We've killed others.
No, only one
latest
fish. Only one fish.
Well, all right, maybe we skinned it alive then. Where does the fish live? There?
Big mountain.
Yeah, I point up that way.
Big mountain.
What about the other fish? Mama fish.
Only one fish.
Oh, God. All right. They only think there's one dragon, but
Wow,
reasons up there.
You saw at least 2. That one that attacked us though, that's not frostbite.
No, that must be Gale, right?
Yeah.
Or is Gale the one that we killed? We killed Gale.
We either killed Gale or Squall. The giant said we killed Gale.
Yeah, we killed Gale. Squall is the one that we've been fighting.
Yeah.
And we must have been in Gale's lair. Like, I think we looted Gale's lair, but Squall showed up. Or Squall was hanging out in Gale's lair.
Maybe it was looking to take it over.
Lair is this one?
Yeah. That makes sense.
Is there anything we need these kobolds for?
Bait? They might only send... They'll definitely send all of them. All 3 Scrags will come if they know we're here, but they might only send 1 if there's a kobold. If we can ambush another 1, then I think we've got a good chance.
How do we use a kobold bait?
Have it run down the valley, like making a lot of noise, while we sneak next to it.
I don't think he's going to do that willingly. Could start chasing him down the valley. I don't know which way to run, though.
Straight down, it said, right?
I mean, I don't know if it's between us and the Scrags. I don't know which way he's going to run.
Ah, well, yeah. He'll run from the most immediate danger, which for now is us. Well, if you don't want to do it, that's fine. We can try and sneak our way in.
I think we should take this valley over, hide out, and set up traps. See if we can catch a few Scrags.
If you can do that, yeah.
I'll need your help.
Sure.
All right. The party sets to work creating traps and getting ready for maybe a Scrag bush.
Scrag bush.
All right. That's where we're going to end our session for today.
All right.
We will be back next week with more Fro-Fro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the week after, And the week after that, we will be gone. The 23rd and the 30th, I am going to be traveling, and I will be unable to attend.
Wait,
Yeah.
Neal.
Some XP.
Yeah, some XP.
Okay,
Yes.
all right. Some experience.
Level
Let's
me
see. You killed a Scrag, and you defeated a dragon.
And we turned on the volcano and completed a
Yeah, we
holy
didn't
quest.
get any for last week.
Oh, you didn't get any for
Scrag
last session
genocide.
either.
Yeah,
Are you sure?
Yes.
positive.
Didn't we give you XP? No, we
We
gave you
got
XP for the
XP.
battle before it. Okay.
Yeah. But not for the quest XP.
Okay. Oops, that is not. This one was worth that plus a dragon. Plus you killed an ooze.
Yep,
Yep.
that's true.
Yep. Let's get that 400 experience. You destroyed the Scrag's some sort of stasis chamber thingy with the volcano and the. Do you guys know what that is? What do you
Doesn't
think
matter.
it is?
It's broke.
Right. You get experience for it. I was just wondering if you guys had any insight.
I think it's some sort of spell that the Scrags cast. Maybe they knew. I think like the humans were casting some spell to win the war, and it eventually ended up freezing over the continent. But I think the Scrags maybe knew it was happening and did this preemptively to prevent themselves being wiped out.
Build up the volcanoes, right, to send this continent into a freeze.
I don't know. I think it was the
this-
humans.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Why don't you each take home? God, this is a lot of experience. 48,700.
700 times 1.1.
Yep.
I mean, we defeated a dragon twice. I don't know what you're expecting here.
I mean, it's just a lot of experience,
This
guys.
This should bring us to 234, 156.72.
0.72. But why even? All right. Neither of you level, right?
Eye level. I was really
Jesus.
close to leveling. I might have
Okay.
been. Let's hope I don't level twice.
I mean, I almost level, actually. You not find another 16,000 in there?
Grimes, give us some hit points.
Yep, I am now level 10.
All right.
So that's D8. This is my last D8, and from here is it just plus ones or what? how does that work?
Correct.
Oh,
Another 2 hit points. Another 100 skill points.
brings me to 51 HP.
Do you get a +1 here?
Plus one what? Oh, plus one to hit.
I think you do.
10. It's
You
off
should-
the charts. Yeah.
You should have a +6 to hit from level adjust, I think.
Yep.
Yep.
Cool.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, William, any words before we head out?
No, I don't think so.
So,
Oh,
okay.
I'll make a Reddit thread.
Oh, wonderful. You guys are gonna go try and trap some Scrags, yeah?
Yeah, there's only 3 of them. I mean, who says we can't trust kobolds? If there is only 3 of them, then I think we should go. A
And
good chance.
you're gonna do Scrags before Dragon, then?
Yeah.
Okay.
The dragon. Fuck that dragon.
Fuck
Yeah,
that
he's run-
dragon.
He's running scared, isn't he?
We already defeated that dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've got his XP. I mean, is there literally any XP in killing him at this point now?
Maybe. I mean, if you're gonna do things only for XP reasons, then I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Don't, if you want to kill the dragon, kill the dragon. But yeah.
I want to kill the dragon, but it doesn't seem realistic. We'll go to its lair, right?
Okay.
But I think Scrag's first. We're going to trap the shit out of this valley, see if we can track the Scrag's movement,
Okay.
hunt
Beautiful.
those bastards down.
Well, that is it for our Fro today. We will see you next week, which will be the last show until the new year. And then we'll see you sometime in the new year.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. Good night, everybody.
Good night.